It was a great day to drive around with steam locomotives. It's Turbo Concept here, and we're here at Roescale Ebottville Railroad. Now, this time we're gonna be spawning some steam locomotives only. So, everything on its path, we're gonna be driving all around the map, and expective. It was literally a little bit unfinished and looks like it was absolutely beautiful. And look at the sun rays, it actually compares to NASCAR Unleashed, just like the sunset and sunrise as well. So we're gonna be spawning with these trains, or even the locomotive spawner too. Everywhere is going to be much more worth it. So let's spawn all of these trains and not spawn all of these trains whatsoever. So we're going to be spawning the main spawners. So I'm going to be choosing the ATSF 900, the JLE. So let's spawn right here, and there's one train right over here. So the SP88, the Dayfris, Hudson, no, I cannot able to be spawning here. So the PRR, yes one, is literally right over there. So if I'm going to be deleting this train was absolutely really huge. And we're taking another one, and I don't want to get bypassed. And it's pretty, there was another one as well, so I'm going to be resetting the server. Anyways, let's go with the Santa Fe 3751. It looks like this train has already spawned right here in this corner, so I hope I'm going to be better for fit here. So the 3751 should be might able to fit. Ooh, that sounds really loud. And we're just going to be stopped right here. So if the train fits perfectly, so not much, it's pretty huge. If you turn this around and you see this train won't able to get moving so much, and just please me wait for a few seconds to go before we're gonna get themselves moving. And I just have to read the rules before we go. So we got the code spawners, and let's read all, I guess, that I'm going to be reading to follow it in order to try to do so. So the rule is no crashing into other trains, no spamming all car spawners, including this ones, and everything, and trying to everything that you try to do. So respect and listen to admins as well. So always be prepared to try to ask for admin and listen to and ask for admins. So everything you have to be respect, and I mean you try to do so, you try to follow the admin. So the admin mans command you to listen and respect each other for everything. And final rule is no trolling, so have fun to other drivers and other itself. So I'm choosing to pressing the exit, so let's get themselves moving. And we have to get here. That must be the Club Miku, and let's going for a spawner, and let's spawn some passenger trains instead of freight work. So the sun is coming down right now, so let's get to work by now. Unfortunately, there was one problem after we're going for a Club Miku, and there must be some sort kind of problem. The switchers are not working, and instead we cannot allow to go through with it. And let's see if I'm going to just for it, but I'm trying to going to do this later. And before that, let's reverse and back down. So the sun is setting, and looks like we have officially came to a closed work, so we cannot do any passenger work as well. So let's back it up and let's see what you find here, and let's go to reverse here, and I'm not going to find out. So I'm trying to find out, and let's see what happens if we're going to be crossing at this. Let's hit 20%, and the train won't able to get stuck as well, and no one knows about this one. So everything should be under development, so this map won't be under development as well. So it's chugging so loudly, and looks like the train will be coming straight. And let's get for a turnaround for Cyclic.
2 hours later.
Now looks like 6 coaches is enough. So let's head on to the reverse, and let's see this train was not kind of stuck and it's free to go, so all 6 cars must be free to go, and I cannot do any of these things, so 8 cars aren't allowed for this time, so we got 6 of these coaches are really allowed and to ride all the way back from the start. So let's all the way reverse and let's get them back into the start anyways.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, this is our first strip. Since we got spawning our Santa Fe coaches with streamlined features, and we feature these cars are look like they're streamlined coaches, and let's move our their night trip and with some other stuff like this. And anyways, let's head on, and we're gonna be moving on to do anyways. And finally, let's get on to our night. So I'm going to be slowing to the accelerating, and we're trying to reach as possible. So the next station will be at this one, so all the passengers will be replaced as well. And there is one train just flying around, so I have to delete it shortly. So if I'm going to be seeing some delete button, maybe I didn't going to be find out since we stop in the next station. So let's wait for 5 minutes before we're moving on to the next one. So everyone is going to be on board right now. So even we're going to be hitting around the road and down into the game pass, into the high speed area, and no high speed area whatsoever. And there must a high speed area right over there. So until the encounter starts, and there's one feature right over there, and we move on to our final stop. So let's head out and let's see what it is, and we're about to find out. As the train is keeping on going, looks like we're going for a high speed run, so I'm going to be testing out, and let's see for a high speed without going to get derailed. So I'm not going to get us happened, and by the way, this is going to be a much madness run, so I can hear the train screaming around inside. And looks like I'm about to slow down at this moment. And looks like we're gonna hit the brakes, and we're not hitting too much until the game pass sheds, or even it's just a game pass yard. We're almost there to morning, and looks like we're at inside, and let's just switch the track quickly before the train comes and it gets more noise right away. So even that the train just got itself going left side of the rails, and looks like it's even morning, and the final stop should be right here. And once and for all, I'm going to make sure that the train won't able to get derailed, and since that one this is not able to get nice, and it looks like the train has gotten ourselves, since we're already having the last stop, the passengers are leaving the train, and instead of these ones, so actually they're moving itself to a problem, so which is I don't believe it in mine, so I won't able to do it. So anyways, that's it for all now. So because of this problem, just gotten even selves look so weird, so even it had to fix this, so it can't be. So while the train is still up, it looks like I'm going to get able to delete it, and even though this train is still up and I cannot do anyways. So if you like today's videos, so make sure the game link is in description below. So even you have to click the row scale videos in the end screen, so you have to click the row scale playlist, and it's available today. So even I just upload the unfinished row scale games, I just published this playlist even for a few decades ago. So hopefully I enjoy a lot for this game. So actually I just wanted to drive a lot of trains, so I can do that until it requires for part 2. Thank you for watching, and looks like the sun is about to go down and it will be come to an end, so not anymore. So I have to turn on the chat one, so before I'm going to be paying attention to that. So even though, so and I liked it for today, so I'm just giving a good review at this my video. So even my video is going to get a good reviews, but it contains a bad review. So I hope that's it for this video, and I'm Turbo Concept. We'll be signing off, and then we'll be talk to you all later, and we will be right back tomorrow morning.